Aquarius, loving the light to you all. Let's get right into your reading here. The energies are so clear and so obvious. The message is so intense, I'm hearing, and so tailored for you, Aquarius. Whatever that may mean in particular for you. I just got done with the Virgo reading. There might be some crossover there. Feel free to check out that reading if you feel so compelled, but let's jump into yours right here. There's something, Aquarius, I was hearing, as I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, I was hearing, there's a focus on the order of events. I'm hearing specifically through which you feel you are to communicate something that really means a whole lot to you. Like, this is something that you've been reviewing for a really long time. It may have to do with the Pisces here. It may have to do with matters of spirituality, the Hanged Man in reverse. It could be related to something that you feel you want to just, it's like heavy. It's like, I'm tired of carrying all these marbles in my backpack. Why are we making also, I'm hearing so many, I'm hearing molds in our mind of the character here that announces that feeling space of like, I'm hearing I'm ready, and I'm hearing I'm done at the same time, with the space that preludes the space of action that is in resonance with the space of wanting. I'm hearing also the space to act on the feeling itself. Now, we said space like 6 times there, okay? So whatever that may mean in particular for you or another, if you've got a lot of Aquarius in your chart, there could absolutely be the desire, and depending on, let's say, what area of the chart it's in, but there could be the desire to direct your energy in a way that you don't quite understand, even on a personal level. And in certain ways, there might have been, to this point, the feeling that you were a little like even claustrophobic in that space. Again, I'm hearing space. Like someone is like so focused on like something having to do with how something is also suggested. Like I want to be able to mention this. I'm hearing that for a number of you. I want to be able to like, I'm hearing be comfortable within the space. Again, I'm hearing space of communicating what it is that I feel is also divinely orchestrated. Interesting. Now, it's like this. I'm seeing a little bit of a performance anxiety here related to the Three of Swords upright, the Mother of Cups in reverse. I'm seeing it as kind of like a little bit of like avoidance. I'm seeing someone is like not wanting to reveal something, but not because they don't feel that it is real or relevant to what it will be. I'm hearing relevant down the line. It's like, this is, I gotta mention this. I'm hearing we gotta get more honest in this space. I'm hearing a vulnerability, and what is considered honesty. But the feeling is, again, like, I don't want it to be something that I just react to. I want it to be something that I cleverly depict. Okay, I'm hearing for a number of you. Now, someone here is a little bit, I'm gonna just say it like this, like, they want to feel like they are in control always. I'm hearing at all times with what they leave in and out of a certain message. I'm hearing convo, and it's like, I'm hearing someone else is like, especially if you're dealing with a Pisces, I'm hearing they don't react to that kind of nonsense. I'm hearing like all too often, I'm hearing even if they react at all, like you might find that someone kind of gives a silent sort of shoulder. I'm hearing treatment to the way that certain remarks are delivered, and I'm getting that it's almost like this. For a number of you, I'm seeing that you're dealing with someone who kind of like reflects you, okay? Like when you act in a certain way, they like kind of reflect it, and they respond very similarly, or they I'm hearing they give you the room to kind of like grow within that reflective space on a personal level with yourself. Like if they see that you're kind of acting like in a way where you might be I'm hearing making your moves, I'm hearing also like, I'm hearing dishonestly, I'm not sure. I'm hearing like with yourself, like, oh, okay. Aquarius, I'm seeing someone who is challenging you to kind of find your focus. I'm hearing on a personal level with yourself. But I'm seeing for a number of you, let me say it like this. Someone is kind of like looking at you, okay? And they are observing you. And this person is very patient, very observant. This person is really, they I'm hearing are very much also familiar with, I'm hearing test taking. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but it is related, excuse me, Aquarius, to the archetype of Pisces, the Hanged Man here in reverse. Like they, you know, they perhaps are, I'm almost getting the feel, okay, let me say it like this. There's a lot of pressure here, okay, with this individual. Like, again, something pisses them off, but they don't say it. Something makes them feel like they need to blame someone, but they don't blame it. I'm hearing on that, I'm not sure what that's alluding to. I'm hearing that kind of story. I'm hearing that side of the story. Okay, let's backtrack though. I'm seeing that someone here, and not necessarily in any particular way, right? This could be your own energy with you. This could be how you're perceiving someone else, or some space of also interest of yours. Now, we're not saying that there is no interest here. There is definitely interest, but how it is that someone is directing that flow, I'm hearing space, is what's brought into a question here a little bit. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing this is a matter of the comfort zone. Some of you are not really, I'm seeing it in the way of like used to, okay? Like all too often recognizing your feelings. I'm hearing your feelings as ones that you formally mention, okay? It's like my feelings, I'm hearing I follow, but I don't I'm hearing form opinions about. Like there's someone who wants to even like, again, I'm seeing a little bit of like a process of self-reflection that also just takes a really long time, and someone's like, you know, what are you doing in there? But let me say it like this. Whoever this individual is, the Hanged Man with the 10 of Cups, if you're dealing with a Pisces, someone who's highly intuitive, highly emotionally kind of also aware of how, let's say, you know, they see through the actions, let's say it like that. Like this person, for example, let's say Aquarius, let's backtrack. They see you, I'm hearing also Taurus, be it also financially, like something is kind of maybe moving through, and they see that you're reacting in a certain way to certain things. They kind of like release, okay, the form that your reaction takes on, and they focus on your feelings, okay, that maybe do not, I'm hearing directly associate with that event there, okay? Like this is someone's also perhaps, someone might be like also reviewing your work, like they might be studying you, they might also be stalking you, but I'm getting it with the intention of I want what's best for them. And it's like in the way of, let's say someone's having an outburst, I'm seeing that, I'm hearing outburst, reaction, emotion, I'm hearing polar, I'm not sure, I'm hearing exam as well. I'm seeing someone like kind of like, you know, they just like, they don't react back, okay? Like they don't have a reaction to the reaction. They're like, oh, okay, I'm hearing you thought that was corny, you thought that was funny, I'm hearing you thought that was cute, you thought that was colorful. I'm gonna go cut. I'm hearing corn cob now, and I don't know what that's alluding to, but there's a feeling here. Oh, okay, Pisces, I'm hearing strongly. Let's backtrack. Okay, release this. 1 second, Aquarius. Sorry about that. Now the feeling is that you perhaps you want to recognize something. Okay, perhaps you want to make something, you want to present something perhaps, or represent something, make something official rather, I was going to say. And the way in which you do that, as you might feel it, has a certain series of steps, okay, that it moves through. And for a number of you, there is even I'm hearing a certain protocol, I'm hearing stages. Okay, this could be an announcement, but before we get to that, you might be kind of researching. I'm hearing doing a lot of research about this around this time. There could also be someone who's heavily researching. Here comes the Hangman again. Someone who's really like reader. I'm hearing reading. Okay, let's pull all the cards. But I'm seeing there's a space of avoidance, like someone, I don't know. I'm hearing like someone doesn't want to let you know, like they're, I don't know. Okay. I mean, they want to give you privacy in the exam. Like, I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but always, sorry, take it as you will. Could be taken, perceived, interpreted in different ways. Okay, all right. Now I'm seeing this has to do with like maturity. I'm hearing, but not, what is maturity? I'm seeing someone doesn't want to rush you. Like they don't want to tell you what pace is the one to keep, like because they can keep up with it, or because they don't keep up with the one that you currently, like someone wants to give you a lot of, they want to give you your own sort of room to grow. I'm hearing into and according to your timetable. If this is, okay, let's pull a few more cards. Dear Virgo, I'm hearing strongly. Aquarius. Aquarius. I'm hearing, ha ha, you're beautiful. What's that song by Mariah Carey? 6 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Pentacles upright, the Emperor and the Daughter of Wands are leading out with the Magician. Magician's in reverse, mirroring the star. The Moon's in reverse, mirroring Daughter of Wands. The Hierophant's upright, looking at the star. The Son of Swords in between the two. Ooh, okay, with the High Priestess, I'm hearing Hermit. I'm hearing Hermit. Hermio. I'm hearing, are you home? I'm hearing, it's me, Heather. I'm hearing Helen. I'm hearing Helena. Oh my goodness. Okay, now someone here has perhaps a spirit guide that like really, I'm hearing remote viewing. Like they perhaps someone is even like seeing someone in a certain space. I'm hearing visionary, like they might have dreams about them. And okay, but Aquarius, let's get all the cards off of the ground and see what comes through. Okay, now, again, I'm seeing that someone feels like they need to communicate something, but I'm hearing Linger, that song. What's that song? Is it by the Cranberries? Okay, someone is, okay. The feeling I'm getting, someone here, I am hearing bipolar, like they have these reactions. I don't know what it might be alluding to, but in what is considered unipolar. Okay, let me just like put it like that, like what is considered the center of the stage, I'm hearing as well. Okay, like that one may act on, always take it as you will, and if they're acting in the center of the stage, does that mean that they're not an actor as well? Okay, like with their own melodrama, again, whatever that may mean, in particular for a number of you, to say it in the way of what does it mean to be extreme also in reaction, always again take it as you will. What does it mean for a certain space to be also highly reacted to? Now for a number of you, I'm seeing there's something about even the interpretation of your character that someone is like a little perhaps, so they're wondering, if I react to this, I know I'm gonna really respond. I'm gonna really react to it. And if I do, that's gonna either be a race from the left to the right of the stage or from the right to the left. And I don't know if that's the type of relay race I want to be running in my jammies. I'm hearing as well as I'm hearing in my outfit as a newborn baby. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but someone might feel a little bit like they're going to be presented in some way and they're like, I don't know if I'm ready for this as well. I don't know if I want to be like brought as a practical, I'm hearing also brought on as a practical materialist. I'm hearing magician. I'm hearing also, and here is the magician here in reverse coming through right over the high priestess upright with the mother of cups, a practical jokeist. I'm hearing specifically, and I'm seeing that someone is kind of thinking, if I were to communicate something, if I were to comment on something, even publicly, if I were to again like kind of present something, represent even. I'm hearing them, yeah. If I were to represent something, what would I actually be representing in that moment? I'm seeing someone is a little bit hesitant to offer their identity up for like review. I don't know what, like someone again, like they might be feeling like I don't want to also. I'm hearing sell my paintings. I don't know what that's alluding to, but. Someone feels maybe like they don't want to be characterized by what they create or by what they present or what they do also in their free time and what they do about that in a public way. It's like what I love. How do I kind of create a certain discussion around that space? I'm seeing someone kind of being like, I don't know if I want to really make this a big whole. I'm hearing Hollywood moment. I'm hearing with the high priestess. I'm hearing story, the mother cups in reverse, and the Hierophant upright. But I'm seeing that someone here is kind of curious to know what the corners of the elevator look like. It's so interesting. I'm seeing the Three of Wands as an elevator. What is considered an elevator? Always take it as you will, but I'm seeing is related to the Six of Cups. Someone here, okay. This has to do with past lives for a number of you. I'm hearing specifically, I'm hearing the letter P. I'm hearing peasantry. I don't know what that's alluding to, but someone feels like I don't want to get rocks thrown at me again. I don't know what, like, if I were to, let's say, communicate something here, communicate some aspects of my story, I do not want to feel like I'm being stared at by onlookers in shambles. I'm hearing in shame as well. I'm hopefully not always, not necessarily, not in any particular way, dear Aquarius, but I'm seeing that there's something of like even a question of, if I were to make this particular move, one that I direct, like where I say, this is my decision, I'm hearing this is my move, what is considered a decision, always take it as you will, what is considered your decision. But the question of, if I were to even project this type of philosophy, how would it hold to certain more commercialized identities related to the Hierophant upright, the Son of Wands upright, and the Six of Cups in reverse in between the two? Someone here perhaps is thinking about, I'm hearing glorifying something having to do with fertility. I'm hearing fertility. I'm hearing fingers. I'm hearing fingers. I don't know what that's alluding to, but something that I'm seeing like they're projecting something, like there might almost like, okay, with the Six of Cups and the Three of Wands, I'm seeing that someone doesn't let me say it like this. Okay, someone is having a spiritual awakening. I'm hearing for a number of you, like, be it, and this might have been ongoing for a long time now. I'm hearing 11. I'm hearing 2 years ago. Two thugs. I'm hearing met in a mall. I'm hearing a mallway. I'm hearing mallway classroom. I'm hearing hallway, but like mallway. It almost sounds like Maui. Okay, but I'm hearing classroom. I'm hearing though also think tank. I'm hearing thinkers of the block. Like something happened, and like two really unsuspecting. I'm not sure what that might be alluding to. What is considered suspecting or unsuspecting? And okay, always take as you will, no judgments at all. But they're just kind of channeling what's coming through. The Six of Cups is in reverse, and the Three of Wands is in reverse, and it could be alluding to so many different things. But the Six of Cups is in reverse again. Three of Wands in reverse. There is some element of I'm hearing maternity again here. Six of Cups, and there's something of. But let's backtrack. The feeling is. Okay, I'm hearing what was the beginning here. Now, let me say it like this again. I'm seeing two people come into contact with each other and they're like, we would never get along. I'm hearing that specifically, like me and you, no. I'm hearing you and I'm hearing no. I'm hearing but yes. I'm hearing but maybe. But I'm hearing first, I'm hearing we would have to message each other. I'm hearing a little bit about that. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but something I'm hearing, okay, let me say it like this. Two people met in a really odd way, okay, where they're like, we would never be. I'm hearing making, I'm hearing more of where that came from. It might be related to children. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I don't know. Someone maybe has like some kind of Aquarius. Someone has a little bit of like a thump. I'm hearing in the way they hump. I really don't know what that's alluding to, but something I'm seeing like someone, I'm seeing like a rabbit who is like, I don't know, humping, but like while thumping, I don't know, like on the ground. I just don't know what that is alluding to. If anybody has any insights that they would like to share. I'm looking at this bottle that's sitting on the windowsill. It says sustainable. Okay, now there is a focus. If you think about sustainability, right? It's talking about the future. There is perhaps a focus here. And always take it as you will. There is some kind of language, even linguistic factors, some kind of lineage of discussion here that someone feels speaks of the future, may serve to also lead to the future in a certain way. And I'm seeing someone has avoided talking about this space for so long because it has kind of brought to surface their profile. I'm hearing the personal profile. I'm hearing how they project themselves in a public way. Now, this has to do here, I'm hearing specifically with the Hanged Man, and it is a space of vulnerability. Yes, it has to do with what is emotionally kind of called out. And I'm seeing that someone is like, I don't know if I were to communicate, to comment on that, even if we were to even bring up the conversation, the topic of how the disc is thrown, I'm hearing discus. Now, isn't that also a platform of exchange of blogging, like profiles? Again, I don't know what that's alluding to, but if we were even, and I'm seeing for a number, this might have to do with like, let's say even family, children, I don't know what this is alluding to, but again, the past in some kind of way as well, childhood, lineage. It's like history. If we were to begin to dig, we would begin to find a lot of things that I'm hearing are not directly addressing, okay, in with the future. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you, it's like this. I'm seeing someone like has been avoiding digging dirt up from like the actual earth because of what they may kind of begin to discuss as they begin to dig. And I'm seeing like the feeling is almost like I'm seeing someone hesitant, thinking, you know, okay, like it's so funny, it's interesting. I'm actually seeing two people who are digging. They're actual, like they work like in excavation. And they're both, I'm hearing stars. They may both be in the public eye. They might be really, they may be known for their, also like, as like parents, okay? Like as like the archetypal like couple. I'm hearing parents, parenting, I'm hearing as well. Nonetheless, it could also be a company or an organization. I'm hearing Planned Parenthood. Yeah, okay, but let's backtrack. The feeling is, always take it as you will, that, again, it can be taken up or seen in terms of a number of ways, but related here specifically to the Six of Cups and the Three of Wands, I'm hearing there's this hermetic space, I'm hearing, of divulgence. Okay, now that might be a little esoteric, let's say, in nature, in a way that someone may be thinking, you know, well, if we were, again, like I'm seeing two people digging and they're like, if we were to actually dig this up, we would start talking about not just science, but how the story, I'm hearing, of the earth has challenged science. Okay, now I don't know what that is alluding to, but it could be taken, perceived in terms of ways. Personally for you, right? I don't know, let's say what it may mean like for every single person who's watching in a very personal way, but and to take it in the way of perhaps that is not to be defined as well. I'm hearing that specifically, and I'm seeing that this is something that, let's say you're thinking, I don't want to define this, because if I were to define it, that means that I would be, I'm hearing going at it as I'm hearing as a profession. Oh, okay. I'm hearing perhaps something would also be it's like this, Aquarius, okay? I'm seeing like someone who like wants to announce something, okay, but doesn't really want to do so. And I'm hearing digging up dirt. Like I'm seeing two people again who are like excavating a certain land together, and they're like, if we were to like, I'm saying one person is really like kind of, yeah, let's do it. Like, what's the issue? Like, let's do this. And I'm seeing someone else, and they got all their hard hat on and everything. And then the other person, and I'm seeing them with like gloves, and it's as if they're like gardening or something of that sort. And I'm seeing, which is interesting, because if you look at this card, it's like, it looks like a tree that has been uprooted and turned, right, invertedly, to kind of examine the roots, right, of the tree. Now, let's backtrack. Let's see, again, specifically, let's say a focus on what has already grown, the history, the past. Okay, always, whatever, take it as you will, Aquarius. But the feeling is, yet again, I'm saying one person is like so, again, I'm back to mention this, take it as you will, Aquarius, on a personal level. I'm hearing related to your personality. I'm not sure again what that's alluding to, but nonetheless, there could be again a focus on the past in some kind of way. What is considered also the past? That is a multi-dimensional discussion, and time doesn't exist, right? And in a certain way, so yeah, it doesn't, Aquarius. But the feeling is that, again, for a number of you, and everything is always like, how can we define anything? Again, I'm getting this sort of feeling of like someone feels very troubled on the exam, okay? Like of how to take the test. Like not the test itself, not the questions, but how to take it. Like because there is something like someone doesn't even want to start taking the test yet, I'm hearing as well, because they just don't feel like they want to be formally focusing on certain things, be it related to how they involve certain aspects of even their interest or their personal or the personality, the personal sort of visions or philosophies into what they do in a public way. And I'm seeing someone doesn't want these lines to overcross, like again, between like profession and public space and personal sort of development and on a spiritual level, I'm hearing for a number of you. But I'm hearing this has to do with what is kind of processed of an emotional nature, specifically of also the past. I'm hearing again related to even childhood. Now, I'm getting that for a number of you, there is some, again, like someone who's very willing, okay? I'm hearing like openly volunteering to like even, let's say, work on this space with you, to work on publishing it, to kind of publicize it even. And they're like, hey, Aquarius, like, you know, let's get your work out. I'm hearing as well. On the other hand, though, I'm seeing like this other person who I'm feeling kind of is your energy, but always take it as you will. And what is your energy and what is out of another all or one? But again, always take it as you will. What is held in a reflective space and state? I'm seeing that I'm hearing you're looking at this person as they are like about to start digging, and I'm seeing you like with this look on your face, like, I do not want to be looked at when it's my turn to dig. Again, I don't know what that is alluding to, perhaps, possibly, but I'm seeing it has to do with orientation, the Strength card upright, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. I'm seeing that you're like, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable. I'm hearing as well for number, I don't want to be, I'm hearing talk to about it. I'm hearing as well. Like I'm seeing someone almost avoiding publicizing something because of the reaction that would follow in a public way. Like I don't want the paparazzi to be pacing back and forth after I'm hearing after my hotel visit, my hotel night visit, asking if I'm hearing dungeons are really dragons, and I'm hearing if they really reside, I'm hearing based on faith. I'm not sure what that is alluding to, but I'm seeing it as related to, like, if you think about Dungeons and Dragons, right? It's like, do the dragons call home in the dungeons, right? Did I say that in order? Do the dragon, but they are kind of interchangeable. It's like, what is, let's say, the upbringing, the space of upbringing, the home, the hearth, and that of it's like nature versus nurturing, sort of. That's sort of axis I'm hearing of philosophizing. I'm hearing as well. Okay, but the feeling is, yet again, it's like, you know, what is considered the upbringing? I'm hearing the home, and what is considered the I'm hearing the path that leads to it. Are they interchangeable? Okay. Now, I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but I'm hearing you realize that you don't want to be the person to kind of, I'm hearing perfect it, the science of it. And I'm seeing for a number of you, this is a little bit of a sore space, like where you're like, you know, someone perhaps is really counting on you. You might feel like, man, you know, people are wanting me. I'm hearing community to like get on this and talk about this. And I'm seeing it's like kind of awkward for a number of you. You're like, I don't want to silence them. I don't want to like tell my friend, I'm hearing Hermes. I'm hearing Hermes. I don't know what that's alluding to, but the Hangman reverse, like could be, okay. It's like, I don't want to tell them that they're like not talking the right price. I don't want them to think that it's about money. I don't want them to think that I don't want to also like plug this. I'm hearing on public television because I don't, I'm hearing play with that kind of idea in my mind when I am at rest. I don't know what that is alluding to, but like, what is you, and this energy came through, I believe it was in the Capricorn reading for mid-May, as well as the moon cycle readings. Those readings as well, Aquarius, by the way, are now available via the link in the bio description box below. They're all available. You can reach them via the link in the bio description box below, and there's a 12-sign package for each of those if you feel like you want to watch multiple signs there, all right? And we're all signs. We all have every one of the 12 archetypes in our chart, so just kind of speaking to different areas of life. So whatever you feel guided, compelled to read on, all right? The feeling, though, and I believe this came through as well for Scorpio, the feeling is that there is a space, I'm hearing, that we realize we access, okay? There is a certain, also highly regenerative, kind of impression I'm hearing that we see ourselves holding. I'm hearing film, Sundance, like something that you perhaps like you have this vision, Aquarius, of also the change that you wish to bring to a certain world, to a certain audience. And it has to do with your values. But at the same time, I'm seeing that you're kind of in the process of questioning, what is the foundation of what I feel I formally recognize as a starting point, off of which I then move into the space of change for this next cycle of my work of self-expression. And I'm seeing for a number of you that I just looked at the clock and it was 22:02, whatever that may mean, in particular for a number of you. It's like, what is the space in which that space evolves? And I'm hearing that I feel I can teach in that space. I feel that I can talk about it. I feel that I can kind of, I'm hearing open conversation about it. I'm seeing that there is a really strong, like very strong polarity, a space of like separation. I'm hearing distinction, at least in a perceptive way, and even energetically, whatever that may mean, in particular number, where it's like between what it is, and I'm hearing also amongst, also perhaps certain, I'm hearing eagles. I'm hearing eagle eyes. I don't know what that's alluding to, but certain individuals, perhaps in a certain space where you feel it's just not, it's like, Aquarius, like for a number of you, there might be some people who you feel, don't stalk with the right intentions. Like there's something perhaps you feel like for a number of you, if I were to publicize this, I'm hearing porter. I'm hearing house. Like I'm seeing something would like be published that would take it all in another way, and it would spin it all in another direction, and it would be completely here. I'm hearing disconnected from the real door that I'm hearing is mentioned for all to move through, in whatever way that might be meant for you or someone. But I'm seeing that you almost there's some focus on, but Aquarius, I'm hearing you do not feel ready. I'm hearing to face a certain, I'm hearing change. I'm hearing physically quite yet. I don't know what that's alluding to, but it may have to do with publicly what you might be forecasting, even where like if you come out and say something like, then everyone's gonna kind of hold you to it, and then it's gonna become like the name of your story, like when you're like then talking to other people, like there's something perhaps about something being mentioned. I'm hearing honorable mention, like it may even have to do with networking, and I'm seeing that I'm hearing makeup challenge, Mark. I don't know what that's alluding to, but I'm hearing a whaler. Okay. Nonetheless, I'm getting that I'm hearing Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm hearing the Eagles. I'm hearing resting. I don't know what that's alluding to. Aquarius, let's backtrack. The feeling is that, and the focus is that I'm hearing it's on the immersion. Okay. The space of immersion. Now you do have a really strong, I'm hearing like reactive space here to what you feel is your sort of melody. I'm hearing it like as that, like to say it in the way of, I feel like, you know, those songs where you hear them and it just reminds you of childhood. It's like that kind of feeling. There's something that, you know, when I hear it, it just feels right. When I hear other people talking about that kind of thing, yeah, you know, I just really want to support that. I feel like that's my, my story. I feel like that's my, my kind of, also, social circle. I'm hearing group, like there's something that you feel you want. Again, it's like so interesting because on one hand you're like, I want to discuss this, I want to announce this, I want to divulge this, but what that process feels like in as a space that is brought up, I'm hearing is brought out, makes your hemoglobin count rise. I don't know what that's alluding to, but it can be related to, I'm hearing the cycle of the sun and the moon. I'm hearing sunset. I'm hearing dusk. I'm hearing sunrise here. Now, this might be related here to what, again, I'm hearing ovulation. Okay, now, like even related to your period, like for those of you who are menstruating in whatever way that, what is menstruation, always take as you will, but like those who might be in a process of kind of like there's something even I'm hearing like hormonal, like I don't know what that's alluding to, but what are considered hormones. I'm hearing listen to your, I'm hearing your Dr. Everett on that. I'm hearing about energy healing. I'm hearing indoctrin system. This is, I'm hearing like the energy system, the grid. I'm hearing, yeah. Okay, whatever, always heed your personal intuition. I'm hearing fire. Now this could be related to, for a number of you, a certain element that you are, even element of your being that you might be kind of like bringing into question how to channel. And I'm seeing it has to do with a certain propensity of yours. Like it may have to do with the element of fire. For those of you who would like to kind of take a deeper dive with elements in your birth chart, you know, with the element of fire in my chart, the element of water, of earth, of air, and you would like to move forward on a personal level with that one-on-one, there are a number of services that I provide that speak specifically to energetic balance. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Love and lights. You enjoy this period, and I'll see you soon. Thank you all so much for connecting and for your dear support energetically above and beyond all. Aquarius, all of you, thank you so much, all of you, for tuning in, connecting to you. Thank you so much for taking the time also to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I read all of your comments. I'm so touched by all of you, those of you who've been following for quite some time, and you know, you comment and you reach out as well. I'm so touched by all of you, and for those of you who donated as well, you're so generous. Thank you so much for your dear support, and in every way. And I'm hearing, and I'm not saying donation as monetary or in any way. I'm saying it, right? The whole universe is made up of energy, of the physics also of that space, how, let's say, energy continues into physical form, right? It's all in mind, body, soul, synergistic space. Thank you all so much for engaging in it with me. Love and light here, and I'll see you soon. Bye.